up, everybody? It's your girl, the one and only Cosey. How y'all doing out there? Y'all know what it is. We always on them cozy vibes, and it's 2019, New Year, same us, y'all. Always cozy. We are here at the location for our first interview of 2019, right here at the Carter's residence. Yes, yes, yes. So let's see who's inside. Let's go, y'all. Let's get cozy. Come on.
Just fell down the steps. Welcome, come in. Let's get cozy.
She almost fell. She's that excited, guys.
Wow. Hello, my name is Taylor Carter. I am 22 years old from Upper Marlboro, Maryland, and I'm a student pursuing medical school. To be cozy means to be confident and courageous. Confident in yourself, confident in your abilities to courageously go out here and do things that you have always hoped and dreamed of doing, and doing it to the best of your ability. Three things that describe me, I would say, is I am compassionate, I am determined, and I'm definitely resilient. And that aligns with being cozy and just with that confidence and being courageous. All that aligns, and just going out of here and being the best you can be and doing what you need to do out here in this world so that you can make a difference, and that difference can be shown, and that you can leave a legacy for the future generation. So, who was young Taylor Carter? First of all, my name has always been Taylor Carter. Like, it was never just Taylor. It was Taylor Carter. Taylor Carter. So, you know what? I just embraced it. My name is Taylor Carter. And I was the smart kid. The kid who got straight A's from the time I was 3, literally, till I graduated high school. Like, A's were everything. Education was everything. My parents instilled in me how education was so important. And yeah, like, I cried when I got a B on my report card. Like, I was that kid. B's were unacceptable. Probably an A- was unacceptable then, but like, A's were it. And I was the bouncing around the house, creating dances and cheerleading. Cheerleading was everything to me since I was 4, and then I continued to do it all the way up till I graduated high school. And I don't know, I love being active. At that time, I was playing the piano and singing and doing solos and concerts. Don't ask me to sing now because it's not going to happen. But I did it, and I don't know. And then as I got older, I decided I wanted to run track like my parents and my brother. And I did that for 2 years. And then track is not life. Nope. Did not like that. The summer track, I was burnt. It was hot. I hated practice, but hey, at least I can say I did track. Tried it out, didn't like it. Still ended up going back to cheerleading. But as far as academics, I got a lot of awards. I was on the National Honor Society, the Spanish Honor Society. I was president of student government. I was captain of the cheerleading squad. I just always wanted to be in leadership positions and doing things in the community as much as I could, so that, you know, I had things that stood out. So when I would go to college, I could be like that it factor, that people would choose me. They would want me to be at their school. So I just wanted to do as much as I could while I was in school, so that I could, like, continue to be that leader in the world. So in school, I received so many awards from just doing well, and one of the most memorable rewards I did receive was a presidential award from President Barack Obama. That was huge. Like, it had his signature on it and everything, and it just is like acknowledging and celebrating things that I did in school, and I was happy to receive it. I was like, wow, this is amazing. And then I graduated high school, and I was valedictorian, and I gave a speech in front of the whole church auditorium, and that was wonderful. Like, I worked so hard to just be the best I could be in school, and to graduate from high school as a valedictorian, and to be able to put that on my college applications. It was just everything to me, and I just knew that I was going to continue to keep going out in the world and doing the best that I could be, so that I can keep, just being great, like being a wonderful Black woman, and just showing other, young Black girls that they can also do it, and they can also, like, put their mind to anything they want to do and be great. And that's just all I wanted. That's all I wanted. So it was time for me to start applying to schools, and that was the most exciting and stressful time of my life, well, one of the most. And I ended up applying to 13 schools. Some of them were through, like, the Common App, if anyone remembers what the Common App is. So I applied to 13, and my top schools were Duke, UNC, Miami, and Georgetown. Like, I just knew I was going to go to Duke. I applied early. I was like, I'm going to get in. Look, I've gotten straight A's. I've done community service. I'm in the National Honor Society. I've gotten awards. I graduated valedictorian. Like, I just knew I was going to do well and get into Duke. The only downfall to the whole process of me applying to colleges was my SAT scores weren't where they needed to be, and that's just because I just don't do well with testing. But I was like, hopefully everything else that I've done throughout school can outweigh the fact that my SAT scores were low. So after I applied to the top schools I wanted to go to early and applied to all the other schools, I decided I didn't want to apply to any HBCUs. I really think I only applied to one, and that's because it was like one of those things where they, like, send something in the mail and you can, like, easily apply for free and send it back in. Okay, yeah, it was Tuskegee University, I believe, yeah. And so I applied, but I was like, I don't want to apply to any HBCUs. I wanted to step out of my comfort zone and go to a PWI. If you don't know what a PWI is, it's a predominantly white institution, and so yeah, I decided to do that. I got my acceptance letters back from my top schools, and I did not get into Duke at all. Like, they rejected me. Like, I had traveled to North Carolina, did college tours, because I was sure I was going to go to Duke University, and did not get in. I did not get into UNC, and I got waitlisted for the University of Miami and Georgetown. To be a valedictorian and to have straight A's and to have worked so hard your entire, school career from 3 years old to 18, and to be rejected from your number one school and rejected from the top schools that you want to go to, it's like, it's disheartening and it's discouraging, and it's just like, what did I do wrong for the schools not to want me? Like, why didn't they want me? Like, who was out here that could possibly, like, get in and I couldn't, But I just let it roll off my shoulders. I was like, okay, well, maybe this just isn't in God's plan for me to go there. And so I looked at the other schools that I did get into. So I think I was rejected from 6 schools out of the 13. So I looked at the other ones, and out of the schools that I applied to that I got into, Virginia Tech was the one that stood out. Now, Virginia Tech was one of the last schools I was going to apply to. I actually didn't want to apply to it because my dad graduated from Virginia Tech, and I was like, I'm not going there. Like, I'm going to go somewhere else. I want to make my own legacy. I want to do my own thing. I don't want to go to Tech. But my dad has said from the time I came out of my mother's womb that I will be going to Virginia Tech. He's been calling me a Hokie since I was a kid. He even had me saying I'm going to Virginia Tech as a kid, not even knowing what Virginia Tech was. And so I looked at the school and I was like, I'm going to Virginia Tech. Wow, crazy. I'm actually going to go to the school that I didn't think I was actually going to go to, and there I am on the campus. Yeah, it's literally insane how things happen and how, like, God allows situations to occur. But, yeah, now I can call myself a Hokie, and it's been great. So when I arrived at Tech, the first day was dramatic. Everything in my life is dramatic, and I just I got to Tech 5 minutes into being on the campus to moving in to my dorm. My dad hits his head on the trunk and starts bleeding out on the sidewalk. And I'm just like, wow, Lord, is this how my experience is going to be at Tech? Like, I can't even get here, and I'm rushing my dad to the hospital. So I just knew that Tech was going to be full of adventure, full of just crazy things that were going to happen. So, I mean, I was excited and nervous at the same time because I'm going to this PWI. I didn't know anyone there except one person. It's a school of 30,000 plus students. A lot of them don't look like me. Like, it's exciting, but it's nerve-wracking at the same time because it's just an unfamiliar environment. Didn't know what I was getting myself into, but I was ready to take on the challenge. And so I got to Tech. I remember my parents leaving, and I was just like, okay, this is it. Like, I'm getting ready to be on my own. I felt like I was an adult, even though I was only 18, but it was just like, I'm getting ready to be on my own, out here, make a difference, do my best, get straight A's, be the student that I was in high school and college. And it was a time to decide, like, what major you wanted to be. And I just knew I wanted to be a doctor from the moment I was in the 7th grade. My teacher, Mrs. Harper, she's the one who really influenced me to, like, be a doctor. And I knew I wanted to deliver babies because I was the first one to find out that she was pregnant in the 7th grade. And I was like, yes, I'm going to deliver babies. This is what I want to do. I want to be an OBGYN. So I picked up on all the science classes that I needed to take, the math classes, and I was like, all right, I'm on track to, being a doctor. And freshman year went by, and freshman year was fun, but it definitely was like a test. And I kind of failed that test. I went into college thinking that I had it because I had it all throughout elementary, middle school, and high school. I was like, I got this. I'm going to pass all my classes with flying colors. Like, this is going to be easy. It's always been easy for me in school. Like, I got this. And it was freshman year. I got through both of my semesters, and I didn't do as well as I thought I was going to do. Like, I didn't get the grades that I wanted to get. And I was like, well, maybe because I partied too much, or maybe because I didn't really go to professor's office hours as much as I should have, or something was off that year that maybe I didn't do. That's probably why I didn't get the grades that I needed. So I was like, okay, well, this is my freshman year, so it's a start. I was adjusting to a new environment. I was away from my parents. I was around new people. Like, okay, sophomore year's going to come, and I'm going to do way better. Like, I'm going to get straight A's. Like, I got this. Got to sophomore year, and it was just like a continuous cycle. Like, I still wasn't getting it. I still wasn't grasping. And I was just like, what is going on? Like, why can't I get it? And then I decided to cross my fall semester, fall 15, and I am a member of a wonderful sorority, Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated. And I mean, that was a great time. I have my wonderful 8-line sisters. Yeah, the sisterhood is great. Was able to do so much community service, but still was lacking in the area of academics, which was like the most important thing to me since like forever. try to, ooh, I'm blanking out on my story. This is recording too, but you can edit this out, right?
We can't edit this part.
No.
We're definitely keeping it, but proceed.
Like,
No.
You're gonna be straight. Go ahead.
Okay. The rest of my story. Sophomore year.
You were talking about your illustrious though.
Oh, yeah. So, yikes, already. Okay. So I'm continuing the science track to becoming a doctor, and I remember sitting in class just feeling like alone because I'm really like one of maybe five black women in a class of 400 people trying to, understand lectures, these big lectures. Professors barely know your names unless you go to the office hours. Some professors don't even care about you passing their class because they're only at Tech for research. Like, it was a struggle coming from a small high school, Riverdale Baptist School, that's the high school I went to, coming from that school with pretty much all black people to this institution with barely any black people sitting in a classroom full of 400 plus students. And I remember like trying to meet people in my classes and girls looking at me and then saying hi, like those little fake highs, and then sliding over to talk to another girl that looked like them. And I was like, whoa, so this is how it feels to be at a huge PWI and basically be looked at as pretty much incapable and dumb. So I was like, all right, well, I'm gonna prove all these people wrong. And I felt like I couldn't when I was at Tech. Like, I felt like I was failing at trying to prove those people wrong, to the point that I changed my whole route of becoming a doctor. And I was like, I still want to do science. Like, I still want to be in a science field. Like, I went through all the majors. I was like, I don't want to do business. I don't want to do engineering. Nothing fit except science. I was like, okay, I'm going to be a PA. And I think, like, being a PA would be easy, You don't have to really go to med school. You don't have to take the MK. You just have to take the GRE. Like, it's pretty easy. Like, I think I can do that. So I went the end of my sophomore year to junior year thinking that, I would be a PA. So I didn't have to take a lot of, serious science classes. Like, I still had to take hardcore science classes, but not a lot of the serious ones. And that's when my major led into human nutrition, foods, and exercise. So I was like, all right, this is great. Like, I like the human body. Anatomy is one of my favorite classes. And I'm always into nutrition, exercising, and living a healthy lifestyle, especially being a part of my sorority. Like, one of our thrusts is physical and mental health. So it was fitting for me to be in that major. And I picked up a minor called Medicine and Society, which also gave me a different perspective of medicine, like the history behind medicine and how it developed now to today. So it was like this major and this minor definitely was a great thing for me to do. And I was like, all right, I'm gonna stick with this. I'm gonna be a PA. Everything's smooth. I got to my junior year, and it was at that point where I felt like I was hitting rock bottom, or probably had hit rock bottom. It was the first semester of my junior year. It's just like I don't know. I just became really discouraged. I lost confidence in myself. Felt like that I just couldn't do it, even though I knew I could. It was just hard to really keep going, and I don't know. I don't know. This is a time in my life where I was lost, completely lost. And I remember calling my dad, and I was sitting in the closet, and I literally just burst out in tears. And I was just like, I don't know what's wrong. I don't know what my purpose is. I don't know if I can do this, if this is for me. Like, maybe I need to choose something else. Like, help me figure it out. Like, Dad, I need help. I really just didn't know. I was just completely lost. And he was just like, you came to tech with a purpose. You have a goal. You have a dream. You have a plan. Like, this is nothing but the devil trying to get into your mind to discourage you to not pursue what you came out here to pursue and do. He was like, you have to reevaluate everything, get yourself together, and know that you will be whatever you want to be. Like, don't let your doubts and fears discourage you and bring you down, because that's exactly what was happening. And it led into my senior year, and I was just like, I don't want to be a PA. Like, I want to be a doctor. Like, that was my original goal, and I'm going to stick to my original goal. Like, I tried to settle with being a PA because I was discouraged. I felt like I couldn't do it. I let all the adversities get to me, and I was like, no, like, I'm still going to be a doctor. I'm still going to do what I want to do. And senior year, I was like, I'm on a track to being a doctor. Like, that's what I'm going to do. And so, I knew I wanted to be a cardiologist, despite the fact that I wanted to be an OBGYN. And I was like, no, I want to be a cardiologist. I really love the heart because my dad has a heart condition, and he had a scare, I believe, like, in high school. It just felt like his heart was beating really fast. He actually has ventricular tachycardia, and it's when, like, one of the chambers in his heart just beats really, really, really fast, and it feels like he's having a heart attack, and just all this craziness. And at that point, I was like, I want to be a cardiologist because I want to help people like my dad, like, try to cure some of these heart diseases, try to inform people of, good nutrition and exercise to help with heart diseases and to eliminate a lot of the medications that, physicians prescribe people with to help with heart diseases when all you have to do is live a healthier lifestyle. So I knew that this was something that I wanted to do, and from that point on, I was pursuing that. I did my whole senior project on the heart, and then I put on my graduation cap, future cardiologist. I feel like saying things and putting it into the world, it will happen. Like, my dad kept saying I was going to go to Virginia Tech. What happened? I was at Virginia Tech. So I always like to speak things into existence. Like, I know I'm going to be a doctor. I know I'm going to be a physician. Like, I know I'm going to be a surgeon. I'm going to do it. Speak it into existence. It will happen. Promise you. Reflecting back on the things that happened while I was at Tech and just everything that I went through, I'm able to, I guess, handle stress better, and make sure that, I'm still confident in myself by, one, talking to my parents. Like, I tell my parents everything. My dad is literally my best friend. Like, talking to him, understanding, like, he went through the same struggles too, because he was also at Tech, also a black male at Tech. Talking to him just about things. He tells me a lot of his stories that, I can relate to, just with him being at Tech and just with him going through life. That always helps. And then also having a strong support group. I really think I have a really great group of friends who, always support me and encourage me. And they're like, Taylor, like, you're going to be a doctor. Like, you're going to do great. It's okay. Like, we all struggle too. Like, we just help each other just to be the best that we can be. And I really do appreciate, the friends I have, my line sisters I have, like, women in Delta, just my family, like, everyone that I really talk to and I'm close with, they're always encouraging. They're always in my circle. They have my back. And that's just how I get through any and everything. Because without them, I really don't think it would be possible. So get you a strong support group for sure. Like, it makes a huge difference. Don't think that you can be out here and be successful all by yourself, because that's not happening. Like, not at all. And then a huge, most important part of handling stress and, like, being who I'm destined to be is my relationship with God it hasn't been the strongest. I'm not going to sit here and lie and say I'm the most churchiest girl ever. Not at all. In college, you know, you kind of put church on the backside because, like, you want to have fun, you want to go to school, you want to study. And then I'm in Blacksburg, so it's like, well, what church is really out here that I want to go to? Because, like, you're about to get one of those real, like, oh, what those, one of those churches where you're just like, I'm not feeling this. Nope, like, this is not the church I went to at home. Not to say there's anything wrong with that, but it's just like, no, I need some church where I'm, like, feeling the praise and worship and where I'm going to get a message from the pastor. And so that was hard in Blacksburg, because Blacksburg is a small town, and it's just like, where can I find a church? Do I watch it online? So trying to, you know, keep my faith being in Blacksburg was difficult, but I kind of feel like it has grown as I've gotten older, and I have, you know, done my own studying in the Word and my own praying to God, and like just trying to make sure that my relationship with Him is strong so that I can keep going and keep doing the things that He's destined me to do and become the woman that He has created me to be. And I think that is pretty much it. So who is Taylor Carter outside of the classroom? Taylor is, okay, let's just say this. Taylor used to be the party girl, the have fun girl. Like, I had my moment. My parents will tell you this one summer, I don't know what I had to do. I turned 21. I had to just get it all out my system. I was partying every weekend, coming home, you know, a little lit. And my parents like, what are you doing? Like, you have lost your God-given mind. Like, you need to get it together. But Taylor Carter is very chill. To the point, like, all I wear is chill clothes. I just want to be comfortable. I want to be cozy, you know, like, I really just, yeah, I just want to be chill. I love to have fun, don't get me wrong. Like, I like to do adventurous things. I want to skydive, like, climb up, you know, rock climbing walls. I won't rock climb for real, but I'll climb up the wall. I want to, like, jet ski, even though I can't swim, but I have jet skied before. Woo, worst experience, fell off into the ocean. I thought I was going to be eaten by sharks, but it's okay. I did it. Like, I don't know, people say I'm goofy, but I really don't mean to be goofy. I come off as goofy, but I'm being serious, and people don't take me serious, but I'm trying to be serious. But, yeah, Taylor Carter is, I'm very compassionate. I feel like I'm kind of like not on purpose, but like a motivational speaker or some sort. Like, my friends always, I don't understand, but they always come to me, and when they come to me, it seems like I always have the right words to say. But then I'm thinking to myself, why can't I ever say these words to myself? But anyways, I feel like I am that friend that people go to so they can just feel good about themselves, and I like that role. Like, if I can make you feel good, then I'm doing my job as a friend. I'm doing my job as your sister. Like, that's all I want to do. And, yeah, Taylor Carter is just, yeah. Where am I now on the journey of becoming? I am becoming, this is hard. I want to say I'm becoming, or want to become, a better listener. I feel like in the past, I felt like I've had all the answers, and I really didn't need to listen to anyone, because, like, I just knew what I need to do, what was going to happen, who I was. Like, I'm on the journey of becoming a better listener. I'm on a journey of becoming a better me, like, discovering, like, really who I am, and who God has created me to be, really. I'm on the journey of becoming more confident than what I have been. I'm actually on the journey of being the confident Taylor that I was when I was younger than I am now. And I forgot your other question. What am I demanding in 2019? I am demanding success. I'm demanding that I will be a cardiothoracic surgeon. And if I'm not that specific surgeon, I'm going to be a surgeon or physician or anything of that sort. I am demanding happiness in 2019. I am demanding positive energy. I am demanding just greatness, a refreshing vibe. I'm just demanding like life, because I just feel like it's been such a, like, I'm demanding light because it's just been so dark recently, and people haven't really like noticed that I've really been in a dark place because I try to mask it, but like I'm really demanding light, like, yeah. And if I could tell my younger self something, I would tell young little Taylor Carter to just continue to be that young Taylor Carter, continue to be the overachiever, continue to be confident but never arrogant, continue to walk with your head held high, and don't let anyone discourage you, don't let anything bring you down, tear you down. Don't let anything get in your way of your success. Don't let the words of others get in the way of what you're trying to accomplish. Don't let anyone's negativity get in the way of what you set forth to do. And be the Taylor Carter that your parents raised you to be, and you will be great in this world. My name is Taylor Carter, and always remember to be cozy. Yes! Flutter.
Okay, turn it off.